Right, this is the butt workout. So if you're looking to tone your legs up, tone your bum up, this is the workout you need to be doing. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the types of stuff you should be doing. We're going to go through all the exercises in the workout step by step, just so you know exactly how to do them. Little changes you can do if you don't have the right equipment, stuff like that. Then at the end it will just be videos of the whole thing, so you know exactly what the whole thing should look like. There's also a spreadsheet that you can download that has it all laid out, the rest periods, the amount of times you should do it, the weights. It gives you a little key so that you know what your weight should be, because everyone's will obviously be different. Print that off and then you can do the whole thing, okay? So first thing, what you need to do if you want to tone your bum up, tighten your bum up, most important thing, you need to have fairly strong legs. The main difference between someone who's got kind of skinny legs and someone's got toned legs is how strong you are. So the stronger your legs are, the more toned they'll be. So squats, lunges, step ups, all the kind of things that we're going to do, okay? So the stronger you are, the more toned your legs will be. And also the lower you go, the more it does your bum. So with your squats, say, if you're only going kind of down to there, that's not really going to do a lot. Needs to really be bum lower than your hips. Okay, so the lower you go, the more it does your bum. Again, that's why step ups and lunges are really good. If you imagine I'm doing a squat, can you see how low my ass is compared to my, in fact, put it this side, it might be a little bit better. If I was squatting, this is how low my bum would be, which is why lunges and step ups are really good. So stronger legs, go low. They're the two main things. Now we'll go through all the exercises in the program, how you can do them. We'll do them step by step. So squats, the most important exercise some people say that you can do. Definitely, if you want to build your bum up, the stronger your legs get, the better your bum will be, okay? There are loads of different variations. We're just going to go through two main ones. One, because squat racks like this, quite often for you obviously more likely wouldn't have that in your house. Also, if you go to the gym, there's normally only one or two there, so normally they're taken up by guys. Grunting and throwing stuff on the floor. So, main one, normal squats, just on a bar. Main thing you want to do is just keep your shoulder blades together, okay? If you're relaxed like this, it will hurt your neck. If you want to stay nice and upright, shoulder blades together. I'll show you very quickly how to do them on the bar. So, hands equal distance apart, tight grip, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Again, make sure it's on your shoulders like that, not on your neck. Stand up, little step backwards. And like I said before, make sure your bum gets lower than your knees. So nice and low. Weight in your heels. They're really good. We have this padded bar, you might be able to see that. Main reason we've got that is, again, just because that can be quite uncomfortable on your shoulders. The things that will affect this, how flexible you are mainly. If you've got tight calves, or if you've got a tight lower back, or tight hamstrings, you won't be able to get quite so low, okay? If that's the case, or if this thing is really busy, I would recommend doing goblet squats. So, you can do it with a dumbbell, or you can do it with a kettlebell. With these, you won't be able to do them quite so heavy because you're limited by the fact that you're holding it, not the fact that it's on your shoulders. But the movement's the same. Grab the kettlebell, little fingers at the bottom, elbows tucked underneath. See if we can make sure you can see all this. And exactly the same thing, bum out, down, nice and low, back up. This is a really good substitute if this thing is being used. You can get a little bit lower, but you can't go quite so heavy. That is the most important leg thing I would say. Always, always, always do it at the beginning, but again, download the spreadsheet, refer to the guide, and you'll know exactly what you're doing. Right then, lunges. So, next exercise, lunges. Again, you can do this with a bar, you can do it with kettlebells, you can do it with dumbbells, you can do it just with your body weight, depending on how easy, difficult you find it. I always recommend doing reverse lunges, okay? It's a little bit safer, it's a little bit easier to get a hang of as well. If I just show you very quickly, you're going to start legs together, and then you're going to step backwards and down, and you want to try and get 90-degree angle at that knee, 90-degree angle at this knee. If you step too far back, you're going to overarch, and then it's really difficult to get back up without throwing yourself forwards. If you don't go back enough, you're going to be all cramped up, and it's not going to go very well either. So, knee generally goes just behind your heel. So again, I'll show you, step backwards and then forwards. Same leg each time. Again, you can do them with dumbbells, you can do them on a bar. To make it slightly more difficult, so you feel it more on your bum and the tops of your legs, you can put yourself on a deficit. So what that basically means is, with a block or with a disc, whatever it is, just elevate the foot that's at the front. So obviously the higher your front foot is, the harder it is. So put yourself up. So when you go down, again, you're going lower. If you imagine I'm squatting, how low my arse would be, what, 1.5 foot off the ground, if that? So means you go lower. It's a little bit more difficult, but that's how you would progress that. Lunges are super important, especially because the legs are one of the main things where you would do individually. But again, just to keep it fairly simple, just step back into it, use weights when the body weight's too easy, or elevate your front foot. Right then, Romanian deadlifts. These ones are a little bit more technical, okay? So you have to control the motion, you have to keep your back straight. A lot of stuff like this, again, this tones up the backs of your legs, your bum especially. It's really good for getting rid of cellulite if that's something you struggle with. Main thing is just keeping your back straight. Any of these kind of exercises, it's just how good you are at controlling your pelvis, okay? If you stick your ass out and crease up where your hips go, you're doing it right. If you crease up where your belly button is, like that, then you're probably doing it wrong. That's a good way to gauge if you're doing it right, okay? Again, you can do this with a dumbbell or with kettlebells or with a bar, again, depending on what stuff's free. I'll just go through how to do it again. Toes, if you're doing it with a bar, slightly under the bar. If you're doing it with a kettlebell, just either side. Again, stick your bum out and then pivot over the top. So your bum stays quite high and your back stays straight. The thing you don't want to do is you don't want your bum to go down like that, because then it won't work the backs of your legs, and you don't want your back to go from straight like this to rounded. Okay, again, I'll show you the full thing. Knee slightly bent, pivot over, bum stays high, grab the bar, and then nice and upright, and really squeeze your bum together at the top. Again, slowly, you feel it in the backs of your legs, tap the floor, and then again, really drive your hips forward, squeeze your bum together. I'll just do one more. Exactly like that. Same thing. As you get better, progress the workouts. If you have any questions, pop them in the group and I will do more demonstration videos so you can understand exactly how to do that. Right then, hip thrusters. This is probably the weirdest exercise that we'll do and probably the most difficult to do if you're in the gym. So, with a lot of bum stuff, you've got to squeeze really hard. It's no good just going through the motions. Tensing your bum up really hard makes a massive difference, and trying to isolate your bum is quite difficult. So if I just show you, what I mean is, if you bend your knees, it does your legs. So if you bend that way, it'll do the backs of your legs. If you straighten, it'll do the fronts of your legs. In order to just do your bum, you need to try and keep your knee still. Okay? That's why a lot of bum stuff looks a bit like this. You probably may well have seen just this movement. Again, my knees slightly bent but not bending, and that means that at the top my arse is tightening up. But again, I have to try and tense it myself. These are hip thrusters. The hardest part with this exercise is getting in the right position to do it, to be honest. So this is maybe a bit more advanced. You'd have your shoulders on a box or a bench, not very high, maybe a foot off the ground. The hardest thing again is get yourself in the right position. So lean back, get your shoulders on, feet flat on the floor, grab the handles, and then lean back and then drive your hips up. Again, quite powerful, really squeeze like that at the top. So very explosive, really squeeze again. This is really good for just working your bum. But as you can see, you need quite a lot of equipment, and it's not that easy to do. So it is a very good exercise. If you can do it, I would recommend it. But maybe, excuse me, if you're just starting out, leave this one out to start with, and just follow the rest of the program. Get your squats better, work on your lunges. Once you can squat a decent amount, normally around half your body weight, that's when you probably try and put something like this in. Step ups, these are really important as well. Again, the lower you go or the higher you get your leg, the more it does your bum, okay? So with these, you want to try and find a box that is higher when you put your leg on it. I'll just show you, just cut my head out a bit. Higher, so your knee is higher than your bum. The lower it is, the less it will do your bum, okay? Might be difficult to find in a gym, but you really want to try and get your knee higher than your bum. Obviously, again, if you're just starting, pick a slightly lower box. But with these, again, as you get better, just add some weights. Again, I will just show you. You want to do, if you're doing them with dumbbells, just arms just stay by your side. Foot stays on. Really drive your foot down. And then try and straighten that leg before you put the second leg back on. Really drive down and then put that leg on. Try not to just kind of end up doing it like that, because that's cheating. Same leg each time. Again, check the spreadsheet out, it's all written down. That's fairly self-explanatory. Again, higher knees, more does bum. Right, so kettlebell swings. These again are quite technical, but these are really important. If you can do power movements, nice and explosive, they are fantastic for tightening up your bum, your legs, your whole lower body. You will not see any kind of powerful athlete, a sprinter, or javelin or anything like that does not have really toned legs, okay? So powerful stuff is really important. Again, these are very similar to Romanians. It's all about being able to stick your ass out and keep your back straight. I will do these just again to demonstrate. So knees slightly bent again, stick your ass out. You're going to do a couple of small swings, so not quite so low as the Romanians, but then as hard as you can, really drive your hips forward. Again, you have to squeeze your ass together. These are really good. They do your bum, they do the backs of your legs, they make your core stronger, you get a high heart rate as well, so you burn lots of calories. These are, as soon as you learn how to do them, I would stick them in as soon as possible. I would not do them if you've got a bad back. Any kind of back problems, again, tone everything else up, get good at lunges and squats. As they get better, as you get more confident, then you can put in some more slightly technical stuff like this. Right, so jumps, you can do normal jumps like you normally would, just bum up nice and high, nice soft legs when you land. You can do them on a TRX thing like this, so just use it for balance, but it means you can go a lot lower and really allows you to jump quite a lot higher, just feel a bit safer. If they get too easy, you can do lunge jumps, which again, like we showed earlier, step backwards and then jump up, land. The other way around, you can use a weighted jack. So they're all the main exercises. They're the ones that will tone your bum up, strengthen you up. We're just going to go through the whole thing now in order again, just to recap, so you know exactly what you're doing. And in the spreadsheet, it will show you exactly what to do, in what order, with how much rest, and how you can progress it. But this is just to give you an overview so you can see exactly what the whole thing should look like. Again, squats is the first exercise. Right then, that is the workout. That's the most important exercise to do if you want to tone your bum up, tone your legs up, feel more confident in your jeans and your underwear, get rid of your cellulite. That is the stuff to do, okay? Again, download the spreadsheet, tells you what exercise to do, whether you do them on their own or paired up, what your rest should be, how many times you should do each exercise, how many rounds you should do. It even tells you there's a space for what weights you should be doing, and it even tells you how you can progress them yourself. If you want a little bit of extra help, if you want to come in and just figure out what your squats are, if you've got problems with the technique, then just let me know. After all that, again, if you wanted to do either a high incline walk or a sprint, or if your gym or anything has like sleds or anything where you can push something fairly heavy, that would be the icing on the cake. That stuff is awesome. Unfortunately, I don't have the space for that. I do have a tyre. We could have done it in the car park, but it is quite busy out there. So that's the only thing that I would add. Again, depends on your ability level. As you get better, make it more difficult. The most important thing is you progress this. Once you can do normal jumps, do lunge jumps. Once you can squat with a kettlebell, do it with a bar. Once you can do it 10 times, do it 12 times. Once you can do it with a 15 kilo thing, bar, kettlebell, dumbbell, whatever, do it with a 20 kilo one. You just have to make sure you keep progressing. Again, any questions, just let me know.